It will be a long winter for challenge from Sol Campbell. Parlour up to Henry.
The goal, generally Arsenal have played players this season, combinations up front of players who are runners, but Kanu very much a player who likes the ball.
Parlour forward. Henry running free. Kanu is up with him. Ljungberg is getting there. Henry's cross in towards Kanu. It teased it.
Celtic dictated the tempo of that game and they pressured and pushed early to try and win possession and then disturbed the tempo of Juventus.
Cole to Henry. Nice angle on.
Upson's form in the last 2 or 3 games that Arsene Wenger's kept faith with him.
Ljungberg. Henry. No. Henry. Tucked in just behind Pires. Two Arsenal players stationed on the end of the wall. Henry has Pires just to his right, but he seems to have his sights set. It is Henry's free kick. It's 2-0. The most expensive goalkeeper in the world, hardly moved. Completely defeated by Thierry Henry's free kick. And with less than half an hour gone, Arsenal lead Juventus by 2-0.
Absolutely fabulous start. Regardless of the wall's position, you could see Buffon. He was able to move a yard, but he knew that he had no chance of searching that ball out right in the corner.
His handle, then Henry with the free kick, 2-0 at half-time. Now doubled Arsenal's money. And in the Champions League this season, Thierry quickly taken. Henry taken on the chest. What a volley! Oh! Well, shades of that unbelievable goal that he scored against Manchester United here last season. That one would have been better if it had dipped a little bit more.
I think so. Absolutely superb long ball. Should be challenged. He shouldn't have a couple of yards there to chest the ball. But what a trap. It's not as though it's the fastest delivery in the world, it's so beautifully placed.
Henry slipping 2 around. Arsenal have got men over here. It's always plenty of movement for Arsenal. Kanu to Henry. Held up by Birin there, and as well for him that Pires stayed on his feet. Henry. Into Ray Parlour. Even better tonight to take a 2-goal lead against Juventus. Vieira's header forward. Henry trying to gather it. 2 around, looks anxiously over his shoulder. Henry still has it. Well, he did have Pires in support, but
well, he certainly looked quicker than him on this run. If you look very closely, he gains on Thuram, knocks him down, and then has the audacious cheek to volley.
But the fact of the matter is that it is Arsenal 2, Juventus 1.
The big problem in the goal was that Zambrotti got onto the wrong side of Cole.
Here's Kanu into the path of Henry, surrounded by...
Imposed. Here we see the challenge. It was Edgar Davids who caught him just at the back, I think, of his right ankle.
Might just have taken a clip from Takinardi on the way through there too.
We've got no real substitute on the bench to cope with the pace. If any of the quicker players goes off like Henry, they're going to have to bring a player on who can look after the ball. A slower player might mean them having to play with a slower tempo, but it might give them more chance of keeping the ball. But they'll lose that tempo of the pace which Henry gives them.
A grave sight for Arsenal, with Thierry Henry being carted to the touchline, having done so much to unsettle, and a kick has been given. Henry is ready to resume, albeit rather gingerly. His third gear is quicker than most.
Arsenal keep their shape, they keep their discipline.
Good advantage play. Ljungberg to Henry.
Within 10-15 minutes, had really imposed himself on the match with wonderful. Hasn't really been in it tonight, hasn't really been a great worker for them.
Campbell. Henry is offside. Kanu. Henry Ooh, that seemed to be the... It might actually have hit him on the chest as Henry tried to lift it beyond him. Indeed, it jumped up into his face. New partnership up front. Henry to Del Piero. Dispossessed by Campbell. Clever turn by Henry. Feeding Vieira. Now, that was nearly 3 months ago in the opening week of the Italian season. Henry. Bergkamp! Well, the shape of his body there as he had to improvise as the touch came back to him from Henry was classic.
He moved off very well to get that touchdown.
Henry's flick. Bright and sharp in their work. Their self-assurance flowing through their game tonight. Henry to Lauren. Henry once more. Back to takes some doing, and Henry is peeled off into space. And here's Thierry Henry. Looking to go beyond Montero. Oh, it was smuggled away by Thuram. Not sure that it was goal-bound, the cross shot from Henry, but Bergkamp was loitering with intent at the far post. Good break.
Well, warm applause there for Ray Parlour. Fabulous break. And Henry's acceleration almost brought a return.
It's hardly figured in the last 3 weeks or so. And it's Thierry Henry who's going to be rested for these closing moments. Played a massive part in putting Arsenal in sight of a massive victory. Plenty for Van Bronckhorst and Henry and everybody in the Camp Nou there to smile about. I don't know what language that joke's been told in. Pat Rice didn't see the funny side. Only a cruel twist of fate denied them an even more convincing victory, but victory over Juventus.